Now, I've already showed you guys how to shoot complex products in the studio. It can take hours or even days, especially when you get into post. But today, I'm going to be showing you the opposite, how to take a great looking photo of a product as quickly and as easily as possible. Now, it'd be super easy to shoot a bottle like this in the studio on a pure white background, but if you wanted to composite out that background and put it in some sort of scene, that would be incredibly difficult. And if you guys have followed Hollywood recently, they have actually started filming on sets where the scenes are completely projected. We can do the exact same thing in the studio. All of us have computer monitors, iPads, or televisions around. What if we just set up the bottle right in front of a TV? So the first thing I did was I went to a stock website and I purchased a very generic image of London. I then transferred it over to my phone, and I'm going to transfer that to the TV using my Apple TV in just 1 second. I set the bottle up on an Apple box with a t-shirt on top of it right in front of the screen, and then using AirPlay, I beamed the image over from my phone. And this is awesome because it allows you to move the scene around in the background. I can zoom in and zoom out and change the size of that background. It makes creating the perfect composition super easy. And as you can see, the lighting and everything looks very realistic when you do this, rather than trying to figure out what it might look like in post later. The only other thing I had to do was use a handheld LED light to light up this bottle. I needed to make sure that I wasn't creating weird reflections in this bottle or the TV in the background, but here's the shot that I came up with. Now, I want to keep the editing really simple as well. I'm not going to be using Photoshop because I know many of you guys don't know how to use Photoshop, or you don't want to pay for Photoshop. Instead, I'm using ACDSee Photo Studio Ultimate. It's much more affordable. You can check it out in the link below. I'm just going to do a quick global edit to this, and hopefully I'll be able to bring the foreground and background together a little bit. I'm going to first push the dehaze just a little bit to add a little bit of contrast to the bottle and the background. I'm then gonna come down to split tone, and I'm just gonna add a little bit different tone in the highlights and in the shadows. Something in the orange area for the highlights looks good. Shadows, let's push that to like a blue or magenta tone, something like that. The other thing that we can do is we can come up to geometry here. And because I'm shooting up at this bottle and this fake background here, our vertical lines aren't vertical. Now, they would never be perfect, but we could change this just a little bit if we wanted to and try to get it just a little bit closer. So that's it, that's our final shot.